All right, y'all, we got 225 on the bar. I want to let you know right now, not the average person is bitching this. I just want to let you know, social media is lying to you. Hey y'all, Zach here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how rare 225 is and how you could possibly bench 225, right? Okay, before we start today's video, I would like to quickly shout out my workout program, right? Program I designed myself to help me get to a 405 bench, a 635 deadlift, and a soon-to-be 500-pound squat with just, a month and a half of training, right? But quick disclaimer, right? If you just have slightly above average genetics, I would 100%, stay away from this workout program if you don't want to be called a fake natural, right? Even if you're not using performance enhancing drugs, this workout program will probably make you labeled a fake natty, right? I'll have the evidence right here and right here and right here. But I'll just use those because this could be a whole clip by itself. But again, it's only $5, less than a Big Mac, but more fulfilling. All right, back into the video. All right, getting straight into it. 225 is just straight up rare, right? I mean, pulling the statistics from Google, only 0.5% of the world population can bench press 225, right? Obviously, the reason why it's probably so skewed is most of these people don't go to bench press, right? They don't explicitly train for bench pressing, or some of them just straight up don't. No, not even some of them. Most of them just don't go to the gym, right? And it's funny because on social media, you'll assume like, oh shoot, I guess everyone can bench press 225, right? With the way with how many people I'm seeing doing this, right, so you're under the impression okay, probably 225 is a lot more common, right? I mean, have you ever had a friend who said, oh yeah, I could bench press 225? We probably all had a friend who could bench press 225 or said they could bench press 225. And the minute you get to the gym with them and they're under that bar, they fold like a freaking, so some salami, right? They fold like a pack of salami. They freaking crush and die, right? See, we all have a friend like that. And that friend is kind of like social media, right? Social media is kind of a lie for the most part. And what I mean by a lie is you don't know if these people are, abusing performance enhancing drugs, right? Most of them are probably using some type of anabolic agent, right? Whether that's, I don't know, like some SARM, some Trin, just anything, right? And another thing that a lot of people take for granted is sometimes these people are heavier than they look, right? I'm gonna take me, for example, right? In the clip earlier, you see me banging out some 225, right? I look very, I guess, slanky, right? I'm 6'4". I like to wear pretty baggy clothes, right? That's just my style. That's what I do. And I mean, these are my work clothes, but regardless, they look like they don't really fit on me, right? If I were to stand up, they would really look kind of baggy. That's just the way I like them. Right, you think, okay, this dude probably can't bench a lot of weight, right? I mean, shoot, I had a comment today from one of you guys. Cool dude. He was being honest. He was like, you don't look like you bench a lot of weight, right? But I can bench press 405, right? Here's a video of me doing that right here. And getting to my point is, a lot of people in those videos who look like me or even slimmer, they're probably 225 pounds. Because again, I'm 6'4". You probably see those people who are 6'2", 6'3", but they probably, are leaner and carry a little bit more lean muscle mass. They're still 225, right? And when you are pretty much the weight you're benching, it's a lot easier. People need to start understanding that, right? I mean, in high school, especially in the football team, you were expected to at least bench press your body weight, right? And if you could, you were strong, obviously, but you were expected to at least bench press your body weight. And if these are fitness influencers, if they couldn't bench press their body weight, they probably shouldn't be fitness influencers at all, I'm just saying. But getting straight back into it, yeah, sometimes looks can be deceiving. Again, I don't look like I'm 216 pounds, but I am. So it helps out quite a bit, right? So again, you don't know if they're abusing performance enhancing drugs or you don't know how much they weigh. That's really the biggest deciding factor, right? And getting into the part to how to bench 225, right? Because 225 is a huge goalpost for many, and it's the gold standard, right? Like if you're benching 225, I 100%, I mean, I respect you no matter what, because you're a human being. But when it comes to the gym respect, 225 is when you start getting head nods from like pretty much every man in the gym. Because again, 225 is 225. You got a whole grown ass man on your chest and you're pressing him off, dude. Pause. That sounds kind of crazy. But like I said, like to bench press 225, I mean, you're gonna need this workout program. Anyways, no, for real though. To bench 225, you're gonna at least need to, bench at least twice a week, right? Twice a week being the minimum. And again, you're really gonna need to start strength training, right? Like I would include dips, incline Smith machine or incline dumbbells. I would actually prefer incline dumbbells because incline dumbbells can help with instability, right? If you are weak in one arm, you can notice and you can feel, tweak and notice and improve that weakness that you have, because I'm also dealing with that too. And I have a 405 bench. So the minute I deal with that and tweak that, my bench is going to only improve, right? And again, make sure you keep benching, because again, how do you plan on improving something and you don't do it enough, right? Like, come on, that's common sense. But incline dumbbells, dips, and also a lot of people don't understand this. You need a pretty strong back, right? Here's my back right here. I just took this pose today because I had chest and back. Your back is very important, right? And that's why a lot of people's cues are think about pulling when you're bench pressing, think about pulling the bar down with your chest, not with your arms, right? Because your chest, your lats specifically are the activators, right? That's something you really want to, activate and engage when bench pressing. It's very important. So I'd 100% recommend lat pull downs, pull ups, and any type of upward row, like a T-bar row or something like that. Again, engage your back. Got to get a stronger, bigger back. That is something that you need to do, right? But again, going back to 225, it is very rare. Like, I don't know if you know this fitness influencer. I have his picture right here, Lath, I believe his name is. I mean, he even did a video about, bench press 225 and not fill your gas up. And a lot of these dudes are failing. Obviously, no proper warm up or anything. But even with me, I don't need a proper warm up when I can bench press 225, but it's because I've been training for this, right? These dudes who, some of them were actually pretty big, they failed 2 plates, right? And that's not on them. It's just because they don't train for this, this specific movement, right? So again, 225 is very, very rare, right? Don't expect someone who has no athletic background and who may be big, but that big is just straight fat and no muscle, right? Expect them to just bench press 225 out the gate, right? Straight into the gym. That's not how that works, right? That's usually not how it works. To get to 225, you got to put some time in, right? And again, that's what I love about the gym. The more consistent you are, the more time you put in, the more you'll get back, right? That's what I love about the gym, right? You can do that anywhere else, like at work or anything. And sometimes, your work isn't rewarded with how, consistent you work. But the gym is different because you're doing this for yourself. And that's what I love about it. And again, reminder, if you're not bench pressing 225, that's not a problem, right? Right? The only problem is you're not trying to get to 225. You're not trying your best, right? Your goal is 225, but you're feeling lethargic. You feel like you're not good enough. It's like, dude, you are good enough. You just need a good enough workout program. You need a good enough, attitude. You need to see yourself benching 225. That's how I am, right? I don't know if you know this, to my new viewers, my goal is 500 pound squat, right? And I'm currently at 425, right? And I've only been squatting for about 2 months now, but the goal is 500, but I already envision myself speed running 500. I envision myself making 500 look like 315. And That's what separates me from the average person. Not my 405 bench, but the fact that I want to be stronger, the fact that I can see myself being stronger. This isn't discipline. This isn't motivation. This is obsession. This is what you need to get better, right? I'm obsessed with this. And I feel like there's some people out there who are obsessed with it too. That's why they're top of the top, right? And I wish I found powerlifting a lot sooner, because this is something I actually enjoy, right? This is something I look forward to. I have a bad day at work. I'm like, okay, shit, I got fucking bench tomorrow. I got bench today, right? It makes my day better, right? But again, peace out, guys. That's today's video. Make sure to comment, leave a like and subscribe, and let me know, what are your bench goals? You know, what do you plan on doing? And again, I really appreciate you guys for staying, and yeah, have a good day.